Good morning, boys and girls. Coming to you from northwest Missouri Hill Country. Been working in the rock quarry all night. Got the rock all ready to go for the septic system. This Friday morning, the last Friday in August of 2025, got my patriotic apparel on. Got the Guns and Trump shirt. Amen. Just wanted to kind of do an update of the projects, what's been going on, where we're at as far as the projects, what's next, and what's going to be upcoming. Wanted to see anybody interested in a Colt AR M4 carbine review. I had purchased one a while back, got a really good deal on it, and I haven't even done anything with it other than mount a nice tactical scope on it, not sighted in anything. But probably next week I may do a review on it if I have a day where we're not working on something else. It's the latest, greatest model. I've never owned, other than a pre-ban Colt, I haven't owned any of the newer ones at all. A lot of little changes here and there in them, I guess. But it'll be interesting. I want to get into that probably next week. I always preferred the pre-ban ones, but decided to try a late model one, see how they are. But it's the latest version of the M4 carbine by Colt, and we'll get into that next week probably. If anybody's interested, make a comment or leave a comment. But be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and pass videos on to your friends. Hit the notification bell, ding ding ding. That way you know when I come out with a new video. I kind of had some other stuff I was going to put on here as a video for this Friday, last Friday in August, but I decided to go ahead and just make something, kind of update you on what's going on. And we'll kind of walk around. I'll show you what I got done, what's upcoming, and maybe some other little things here and there. But let's get on with this. We're going to do kind of a walk and talk, and let y'all know what's going on and go from there. So come on, let's go. Oh, let me get you guys, and we'll go for a walk. So first up is the septic system. Since I'm here, I finally got everything to do it. I've got a lot of the fittings and glue. Pretty much everything is in this tube here. Got my last piece of pipe. This white piece of pipe here is a special size to go to an adapter to the tank we're going to use. Long story there, but everything's there. This tube here, I'm going to cut part of this off, and that's going to be the clean out from underground to up to surface level for the septic tank. I've got a cap that goes on it that's going to be set in concrete, so on and so on. The other tube is going to be used for the pond dam, the overflow. It currently has like an 8 or 8 or 10 inch pipe, which is too small. So that will be installed, I don't know, either this fall or next spring. It depends. I've got a guy that's going to come over and help me with getting all the trees out around the pond, except there'll be about 5 trees that remain down there, but we'll get into that when that time comes. But that's the update on that. And we're gonna walk around here and take a gander. Kind of a junk pile. That's the old air conditioning unit that is going to be recycled. Got a tiller that I bought that I used once and I don't really care for it. I'm probably going to sell that. Peach trees, this one. Looking nice. Peach tree number 2. Looking fair. Peach tree number 3, nah, looking pretty crappy. But that one may end up having to come out. It may not be any good. I am going to go to an Amish sawmill down at Jamesport, probably this week or next week, and get the wood, rough sawn oak, to go ahead and get the wood replaced on the manure spreader. And this is what my wife is going to use to sell flowers next summer out front. This will be parked out there with a sign on it saying that she's got flowers for sale. And that's Regina's Plot is her channel. You guys need to check her out and subscribe to her channel. So let's walk on up here. This is one marigold plant. We are saving seeds off of it. Going to do some pretty unique things with those next year. Beautiful, thriving, probably the nicest marigold plant I've seen in 30 years. Look how green and lush that thing is. And it gets no water other than rain. Beautiful. If it was trimmed up, which it just voluntarily came up from inside the greenhouse, a seed got out here somehow. But yeah, that's nice. Let's move on. Be right back. Okie doke. The carport. All 4 of those posts are done. All 4 of these posts are done. Finished that up yesterday. And they've got a set for 5 to 7 days. Let that concrete all finish curing. That is some very high strength concrete. I think the bag said 6,000 pound. I can't remember for sure, but should more than hold that together. And the plans are to bring trusses out from around there over here to this with probably about maybe a 6 to 8 degree pitch, maybe just enough to let the water run off. And I'm not worried about snow load. It really is not going to be a factor up here. Yeah, we get a lot of snow, but it's usually it blows right off for the most part. And it's going to be pretty heavy. I'm going to double joist some of those. The ends for sure, and maybe one in the center. I don't know yet, but it'll hold it. But it's going to be nice. It's 16 wide by 24 long. I'm going to overhang it on both ends. This end 1 foot for sure, to kind of match the roof and the soffits. And on this end, I haven't decided yet. I'll probably just match the soffit of the garage. And then down here at the door, I may just go ahead and put a cover over that, so keeps the snow off of the sidewalk. And I'm going to actually build a wooden deck to come out from the door to probably the edge of the carport, and then this will all be gravelled and through here and go out to about from where the gravel is now, go out about another 4 foot, take it down to the garage, and all this will be gravel down through here, up through here, and then clean up this edge here and take it up to roughly this area here, enough where you can get a couple of cars parked in here. And the mailbox will get moved over here. And this existing carport, the ugly beast it is, I'm going to cut off basically right on the other side of this truss. In this half, well, not even half, over here. I'm gonna move that, and the rest of it will be cut up and burnt. But this part of it's going to end up being a chicken coop that we're going to put out back. So next spring, we can be chicken farmers. Hee-haw. And looking out across the front yard, it needs mowed, but we don't have any rain really coming, so I'm not going to mow again until we get some moisture. I don't want to make the grass go dormant at this point. But all the beautiful flowers, all doing very well. Our old elm trees are hanging in there. Another project is this front porch. Eventually, after I get a few projects done, this is coming out. I'm going to redo this, and probably about an 8 foot wide deck, in that ballpark. Probably 8 by, maybe bring it out to about here. So about 8 foot in width. Bring it out here, which is going to be probably 8 foot. Have a nice pathway of some sort back to the side of the carport. So if somebody comes over and wants to go to the front door here, they can just walk up the pathway. Might do some pavers, not sure. We'll see. And then I'm going to rework all this dirt through here, and might put a water feature out here. Don't know yet. We'll see how that goes. Figure like maybe a big rock you know, like 6 or 8 big slab limestone rocks as a waterfall, and come down this way across the front of the house after this carport is gone. So we'll see. The old flags aren't waving much today. Wind is about 2 miles an hour. This front of the house here, there's a whole bunch of old lilac bushes that I cut off and killed. So we're probably going to end up doing some landscaping across here. Lay down some fabric. I don't know. Not sure how we're going to do that yet, but that's an upcoming project. Bush needs trimmed. We'll do that one of these days. But that's kind of an update on some of the projects. Got many more in the works, but we'll see. Got a old sawmill blade out there for yard art over there. Got a 1900 farrier forge and some driftwood. There's yard art out there. So, had a few comments on that. People really like it. It is a neat old antique. Beans across the road are looking good. Little blue spruce. About 30 foot tall, 32, 35. Beautiful tree. But that's kind of an update. Not a lot happening today. This is going to be a day of relaxation. Kind of wore my body thin this week on this carport. But the hard part's done. Man, it's beautiful out here. It's about 8:30. The last Friday in August of 2025. Haven't, kind of off the script here a little bit, haven't seen any coons in our coon tree lately. They like both of these trees. That one's got a hollow spot they go in, and this one too. So hopefully they're gone. Tried to run them out. But all in all, it was a productive week. I was really glad to get those posts up. So I can let them sit, work on the septic system maybe this week if things go right. But we'll see how that goes. I have to keep you updated. But it'll be nice to get this eyesore out of here. Not the Dodge Ram. Love my 2023 Dodge Ram. Bighorn Night Edition. A whopping 7,500 miles on it now after owning it for almost 2 years. I don't drive much anymore. Just don't go anywhere. But I love the truck. If you're thinking about a new truck, the 2026 Ram like this is available with the Hemi again. This has the 5.7 Hemi. Love it. Lots of horsepower. Pretty good fuel economy. Averaging about 23 out on the highway. 24. Put your foot in a lot, you can drop it down to about 18. but it does run very strong. So yeah, if you're thinking about it, wait till the Hemi actually hits the dealerships, probably here in another 2 months. Not sponsored by Ram or anything, but I've had a lot of Dodge vehicles. I had a Power Wagon 2020 or 21. I had a Challenger RT 2010 model, a 2020 Challenger Hellcat Red Eye wide body. Love the car, but I bought it as an investment, and it paid off. I bought it during COVID, and I made about 30 grand off of it when I sold it. So it was just one of those cars that I wanted to own. I never owned a Hemi car back in the 70s and 80s. You know, I had a 71 Cuda, but it was a 440 car, or excuse me, a 383 car. And I had a 440 GTX, a 68. I've always kind of been a Mopar person. And Ford Mustangs. I had several Mustangs and several Camaros and hot rods, old school hot rods. But those days are over. But also had a 2021 Challenger Scat Pack, which if you're looking for something that daily driver, if you can find one of those with low miles, those are screamers. That 6.4 Hemi is just unbelievable for a normally aspirated car, where the Hellcat obviously has a supercharger. But now I enjoyed driving that Hellcat. I put about 1,500 miles on it, and it would scream. You know, that thing had 797 horsepower. And new horsepower compared to the old school horsepower is way different. The new school horsepower is instantaneous, it's smooth, and just nice. Where the old school horsepower, you know, we thought when we had 550 horses in a 383 or 440, we thought we were bad. Yeah, it was back then, but the horsepower today is so much better. Well, I am back up on the covered porch. This is where I like to kind of sit and hang out, do my target practicing out there. As you can see, my targets. And I am, another update, I am going to, straight out there, I'm going to put a 150 yard shooting lane for getting rifles ready for deer season, coyote season, that kind of stuff. By the way, my plaid coffee cup. But that's going to be nice. It'll be about 6 foot wide, and it'll just be nice mowed grass, straight shot. Going to put a berm out there and make it safe. There's no houses in that direction for 4 miles roughly. There is a house off to the left about a 1/4 mile, a little more. Ricochet's not going to be an issue there. And there's a cabin down over the hill, which is not going to be an issue. But I need a nice shooting lane, and that's the spot I picked. But for my pistols and small caliber rifles, the one here in the backyard that I have now is fine. serves the purpose. Alrighty. Well, boys and girls, I think that's going to do it for this final Friday in August from Northwest Missouri Hill Country. Wishing everybody a happy, safe Labor Day weekend. Yep, it's Labor Day. Pools are going to be closed after this weekend, and fall officially, quote unquote, not officially, but pretty much fall is here. And it's supposed to be chilly in the upcoming week, so hey, not bad. I'm enjoying this weather. Hopefully you are too. So that's the update for this week, and a little walk and talk about what's going on. And I'll keep you updated in the upcoming week, and we'll do this again next Friday. But may or may not get started on the septic system. Got to get brother-in-law's backhoe over here and dig down into the current sewer line and find out which direction for sure it's going. We know where it goes, but unknown how it got to where it's going. So got it located. It's actually right there. That piece of rebar with the flag. That's where it comes out of the house, basically, right there. So just got to find out which direction, what angle it's going off at, because you never know. But I think that's it. Like I say, boys and girls, have a safe Labor Day weekend. Keep your head on a swivel. Always have each other's backs. Always carry when it's legal. There are some places you can't, obviously, but I think most society is good. There's evil out there. People that are, I don't know, unhinged and just don't understand. I don't know. But anyway, chickens are coming in the spring. Septic system's coming in the next week or two. The carport is going to get finished framing here sometime in about the next week and a half, 2 weeks. The old carport will come down. That chicken coop will be built. So lots of stuff going on. Alrighty, boys and girls, I know I've lingered on and on and on. Have a great, safe Labor Day weekend. And don't forget the anniversary of 9/11 is coming up. And take a moment and pray for all the souls lost in that. And yeah, just be patriotic, love your country, and take care. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys Monday. I'm going to take this weekend off. I might pop a short in here or something. But I'm going to take the weekend off. And it may even be Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. But again, everybody, boys and girls, and there are only two genders. There's boys and there's girls. Have a great, safe Labor Day weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.